First of all, Vaughn, you don't have great quarterbacks, because if you had great quarterbacks, you wouldn't be on the market for another quarterback. My question is, Skip, if the Broncos, yes, they do need Kirk Cousins, and it would be a huge upgrade. He would put them in serious playoff, Super Bowl contention. But my question is, Skip, if you're going to go get him now, why wouldn't you, when they franchised him, you give up your first-round pick, who was Paxton Lynch, to go sign him back then? You could have got him for the cheap. Because you wasted 2 years of a prime defense that you're probably going to have to break up some of it. You're probably going to have to move some of these wide receiver pieces. Why wouldn't you do that then, Skip? It makes perfect sense now because you need a quarterback. You're not trying to, we're not trying to be 8-8, 9-7. The Broncos, when you win 5 straight divisions, you go to 2 Super Bowls in that span, Super Bowl is your only aspirations. Winning the division, yeah, that's fine and good. But we're not hanging no banners for winning divisions. You're trying to win Super Bowl 53, 54, 55. So, absolutely, Kirk Cousins is a huge upgrade over what they have. If they'd have had Kirk the last 2 years, I think one of these years, instead of the Patriots in the Super Bowl, it's the Denver Broncos. They had a defense that could challenge Tom Brady, but they were challenged offensively. And when you're challenged offensively, no matter how good your defense is, if you put them on the field enough, Skip, remember what happened in the NFC Championship game when Minnesota started turning that football over? And that defense, who was historically great, Nick Foles made them look like nothing, a B team. And that's what happens. So no matter how great your defense is, if your offense can't sustain at least some drives and give you an opportunity to get a cup of water without saying, defense, you up, that's what will happen to you. So Kirk Cousins would absolutely. But here's the thing, though, Skip. What are you going to have to dismantle? If Andrew Luck got $87 million and he wasn't guaranteed and he wasn't free, and Matthew Stafford got $92 million and he wasn't free, Skip, we've never seen a quarterback like this become totally free, uninjured, 29 years of age. We haven't seen this, Skip. So it's going to take you somewhere north of $90 million, maybe $100 million guaranteed, $130, $140 million in total for 5 years to get this young man. And then you're going to probably have to break pieces up. Aqib Talib will probably have to leave. Emmanuel Sanders probably will have to leave in order for you to find the cap room to get Kirk Cousins on your roster. But there's no question about it. They should sign him. Alex Smith is off the market now, so where are you going to go? Tyrod Taylor might be available. Drew Brees has made it abundantly clear he wants to finish up in New Orleans. So maybe one of the guys, maybe 2 of the guys from Minnesota will be available. Maybe Nick Foles will be available. We're going to talk about him. But absolutely.
Maybe Carson Wentz will be available.
Stop. You know what? You would hope that.
I don't know.
Hope that. You hope that.
Yeah.
After what he did to y'all on Sunday night. You remember?
Y'all weren't y'all. We didn't have y'all. We didn't have anybody.
Carson Wentz's leg was healthy. Then he put foots up in the couch.
If we'd been healthy, we'd been putting lots of foots up your you-know-what.
Carson Wentz was tired. Tired like a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest. He put his foot up in the cowboy.
I can't figure you out because you go back and forth from day to day about whether first Cousins should be a Bronco or not. Yesterday you were not a Bronco. Last week you were got to be a Bronco.
No. I've been saying he should be a Bronco, and he would greatly change fortunes. But here's what does he want, Skip? If you want max dollars, he'd probably get more money from the Cleveland Browns. If you want a chance to win, you might have to take, a few $1 million less per year and even in guaranteed money to go to the Denver Broncos or the Jacksonville Jaguars if they're interested. But, the Broncos? Well, yeah, you know John Elway, what we do. Skip, we won a division with Tim Tebow. Are you saying Tim Tebow better than Kirk Cousins? Say it.
You inherited Tim Tebow. You were stuck with Tim Tebow, or so you thought. And so you threw him in so he would fail, and all he did is win, and all he did is win, and all he does is win.
I would do you like you do me. Yeah. I want to get you on record. Are you saying Tim Tebow is better than Kirk Cousins?
Heck yes, I am. He's a bigger winner than Kirk Cousins.
Wow. I can't with you.
You know what? But before I launch on this, I got to make one quick point. Okay. Do you realize that Von Miller went Bruce Allen on Kurt Cousins? He's calling him Kurt, just like his former. He's Kirk.
Just call him first. Just call him first. Just call him first cousin.
Yeah. You know what? He's really Kirk Cousins.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. So here's my big takeaway from this story. This has become the most laughable sports story I have encountered in years, because all of a sudden, Kirk Cousins is being viewed as the most sought-after savior of NFL franchises. Yeah. Since we've seen what? LeBron took his talents to South Beach when LeBron was at his peak and height. And you said he interviewed 6 teams or whatever. Everybody wanted LeBron. Yeah. LeBron was going to change somebody's life, and he helped change life in Miami. All of a sudden, Kirk Cousins is being treated with more reverence. He's being afforded more acclaim than Tom Brady is right now. Seriously, I have to sit here, Jenny, day after day, and I hear nothing but negatives. Yeah, but about Tom Brady. Discounted, discredited. Yeah, he's got Bill Belichick. He's got Gronkowski. And all of a sudden, Kirk Cousins is a savior? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, what did I tell you about free agency? It's not about being good or great. It's about being free.
It's lunacy.
He's free.
It's madness. It's right place at the right time, and he is at the rightest place at the rightest time for him. I'm reading now that 11 teams will have interest in Kirk Cousins to be their savior. And to me, it's all about labels of these 2 quarterbacks in question right now, because Kirk Cousins is a quote-unquote winner who was stuck for years in a dysfunctional Redskins organization, right?
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Alex Smith, who, by the way, has only made back-to-back Pro Bowls, Alex Smith is regarded as a quote-unquote loser who kept 2 teams, San Francisco and Kansas City, from realizing their potential. Am I right? Yeah. Those are the labels stuck on those 2 guys. But meanwhile, if you look at Alex Smith, again, back-to-back Pro Bowls, and his record as a starting quarterback in this league is 88-62. That's 26 games over 500. Kirk Cousins is 26-30. He's 4 games under 500, and people are treating him like he was Peyton Manning, who suddenly was free when he got kicked out the back door by the Indianapolis Colts.
Kirk is only started 3 years, Skip. Alex Smith has been a starter. But here's the thing. For some reason, San Francisco said in order to get to the height that we want to scale to, we got to go in a different direction. The Kansas City Chiefs say in order for us to get to the height we want to get to, we got to go in a different direction. Why is that, Skip?
Well, you had Colin Kaepernick in the first place with Jim Harbaugh, and Harbaugh saw in Kaepernick huge potential that could be quickly realized under his sort of tutelage. And he knew how to manage Colin and get him in the right circumstance.
What coach if you got that guy, trade up 17 spots to take another guy at your position? That should have told you everything you needed to know.
Okay, are you telling me, I'm going to hold your feet to the fire, are you telling me Patrick Mahomes is going to be better long-term than Alex Smith? Because I don't know that. I'm not sure of that.
I'm just talking.
I told you yesterday, I watched a whole lot of Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech. I don't know if you did any of those games.
Did too.
And you want to talk about high risk, high reward. I've never seen higher risk with medium reward, because
it's college too.
It's college, but he will try anything at any moment. And he's got not just a good arm, he's got a huge arm.
What was that game?
Are you sure that's going to work?
Almost 800 yards.
It was against Baker Mayfield. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
It was like the all-time shootout.
Yeah.
He lost, but
Skip, free agency is not about being good or great. It's about being free, regardless of the sport, because we've seen some guys that are lesser tier talent, but they're free.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Wait, just a second. You just said he's going to greatly change somebody's future. You just used the word great with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's free, but you're telling me he's going to greatly change a future.
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Did you see what the Broncos had the last 2 years?
Okay.
Well, they got Brock Osweiler, they got Trevor Siemian, they got Paxton Lynch.
Yeah.
So you tell which one of those guys are better than Kirk?
He had his moments. Not
enough of them.
I agree. His ceiling is pretty low.
Well, he hit it. He bumped his head on it.
He did.
And so basically it's about 9 wins, which won't get you into the playoffs.
All right.
And hold on. He got those 9 wins in Kubiak's outdated, antiquated system. You know, they wanted to move on from that. So he got this high-flying, offense now. And look.
Do you realize what Alex Smith kept doing to your Broncos in that division?
What?
It's pretty good, man.
He did it until Peyton left. We kept puts up in everybody in the division. How you think we won the division 5 times in a row, Skip?
He was tormenting you.
No, he wasn't. You remember he had that big old lead? And Peyton, even when Peyton was on his last leg, you remember that Monday night, second game of the season?
I do.
Had us down. And what Peyton do? walk him down.
Well, that's Peyton Manning, the greatest regular season quarterback ever.
The last time we saw Alex Smith, we saw Marcus Mariota walk him down in his home at 18 down.
And what did he lose? He lost his go-to tight end.
You always tell me, Skip, if you're that guy, you got to bring that home.
Okay, well, I'm not saying he's that guy. I'm not saying he's Tom Brady, but he's better than Kirk Cousins.
No,
Trust me, he is. He is. Kirk Cousins, I'm crushed as a Cowboy fan. How many times have I campaigned, please, Washington, sign Kirk Cousins for the next 5 years. I need to see him 10 times in the next 5 years. He finished 1-6 against, this is the game you have to win. It's like the Texas-Oklahoma, it's the Michigan-Ohio State. You have to win this game. It's your arch rival. He went 1-6. He went 0-4 against the Dallas Cowboys at home. At home. Are you believing that?
I know who
he lost to Matt Castle on Monday Night Football at home.
I know who you will see.
Don't change the subject.
For the next 5 years.
Yeah, you're going to have to change the subject because you can't argue out of this.
Skip, all I'm saying is, look, he's going to get away from dysfunction up in Washington. He's going to have somebody that believes in him and not bet against him.
Yeah.
And
I can't wait for this.
When have you known, Skip, the general manager leak contract information?
Okay.
When have you known for them to leak information about?
Well, I'm going to use your argument in reverse.
Okay.
This is an organization in Washington that never could commit to Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
They kept saying, I don't know, because they're not sure. And I think they're greatly relieved they finally said, we are out from under Kirk Cousins.
That's Dan Snyder.
Huh?
That's Bruce. What did you expect, Skip?
Okay. So I've told you before, Kirk, I'm going to stand by this. I've been saying it for years. Kirk Cousins is basically at heart underconfident overachiever. So he's going to look at the Denver situation and he's going to say, I can't live up to the Elway Payton legacy there. Yeah. He doesn't want any part of that.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We don't need you to be there.
Okay. So anywhere else you look, any of these other teams.
Just be better than Paxton and Trevor Siemian and Brock Osweiler. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Well, you can do that, you can take us to the playoffs.
Okay.
And once you get into the field, anything can happen.
Yeah.
If I get to the dance, Skip, hey, I might not can dance, but they don't know that. But once I get up in there, I start.
Okay.
Who wants to dance with Shane?
So everybody's saying, how about Jacksonville replace Blake Bortles? Does he want that pressure to be the last piece to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
That's what he wants.
He does not. You brought up Cleveland because I've been pushing Cleveland. It's on a silver platter for Kirk Cousins to go to Cleveland. Max money. Lowest expectations. Max money, lowest expectations, go to Cleveland.
No, that's not what Kurt wants.
Who he is.
Kurt's about that. Yeah. He believes so much in his ability.
Now you're a big fan.
He believed Mike Shanahan believed in him.
He did. I give you that, man.
And he ended up being what? Right.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.